These things. I've been watching podcasts lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, just reels of them, of the funny stuff.
Like what podcast though?
What's her name from Parks and Rec? The blonde-haired actress.
Never seen the show.
She used to be on SNL. She's huge. She just won the
Nikki Glazer?
No. She just won the Oscar for podcast. Oh, you got 2 cups. You got 2 tops on there.
Oh, I was like, what the heck,
Yeah,
bro?
you got 2 tops on there.
Is that like something you do or
No, I didn't. But when I grab the tops, take the top off. Yeah. Careful. Do not spill the whole thing all over your microphone and everything else.
Over the dog.
Yeah. Well, the dog wouldn't care. Do you do yoga? Is that a yoga mat?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I do yoga.
I did it in quite a few years ago.
I try to do like every night, like 10 minutes. I follow this guy. He does like a 10-minute for men's yoga. But I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been slacking this week. I've been slacking on it. Just so fucking busy, bro. Just so busy, man. Like how
do you find yourself hard to motivate yourself when your significant is not here? When you're just completely on your own, or is that how you relate? I'm not trying to talk about a relationship, but like to get up and actually, because it's not a 9-to-5 job, it's dependent on you. It's like when we go to the gym, it's dependent on our own self-motivation to get up to do something. Because how many times have I laid in bed and said, "Oh, I don't want to go to the gym today"? And
every day,
but
almost.
No, I'm rarely like that. No,
really,
no, I cannot wait to get to the gym. Yeah. But there are some days when I get to the gym, I do a set and I'm ready to leave. Yeah, but I just work through it.
I wouldn't say that there's a lack of motivation.
Oh, that's good.
Honestly, for me, I think just being in this state of Michigan is like a lack of motivation.
The winter?
Just being like the winter, just being here.
You don't like Michigan?
I don't, bro.
Well, I mean, I grew up here. I've been here my whole life, so
it's not that I don't like Michigan. I just know, and I like other places. I know that there's better places for me that I like. If that makes sense. I like Michigan they have snowboarding, which, like, that's my jam. So I do like that. It's just something about, and I don't take offense to you or anything, but something about the people, like the way people do things around here. It's
fucked up.
It's just a little different than what I'm used to.
You see, I have nothing to compare it with.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't. Like my wife, for example, she doesn't have anything to compare. Until recently, we moved to North Carolina. And then all you hear is like, oh, my life was so good there. I loved our life there and how good it was.
In Michigan?
No, in North Carolina, she was saying that. The first time that she's ever left Michigan.
Right.
Because she had nothing to compare it to. So we went out there for a year. And now it's just like, oh, she always talks about how great it was. I loved it there. I don't like being in Michigan. And it's like, I know why we're here. It's because like our businesses are here.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's like, that's the hard part.
You can't duplicate what you're doing here in North Carolina?
Absolutely can.
Then what's the problem?
I don't know. I tell her that all the time.
So someone lacks motivation enough to make the move.
Yeah, motivation. I do understand, like, if you had like a successful business going on, you don't want to like pick up and then try to move
you don't want to do
else.
that. No,
you know
I mean, so you make sacrifices.
Right. Which I'm making this is my sacrifice, is me being here still.
Yeah. My sacrifice is we have, my mom was, when she was alive, there was no way I was going to move while my mom was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And she lived in Holland, and she passed away. It's been like 2.5 years now, but, and now his mom is still alive. He's much younger, but his mom is still alive. And eventually she might move in with us, but she's got 2 animals. Look at Noah.
He's really vibing with you.
And so there's no way for us to pick up because he's management at Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon. So
yeah, you're repping Amazon.
He's management at Amazon. And so the thing is his next step up, it's not like they stay where they're at. When you go up, they go up levels like L3, L4, L5, L6, 7, 8 in the Amazon world, right? Okay. And so what happens is once you break past a 5, when like you become a 6, they'll send you somewhere where you fit in, where they need you. You don't just stay in Grand Rapids. Like we could end up in Texas or,
like anywhere in the country.
Anywhere. Like, so you have to once you accept it, which is $250,000 a year with stock with stock and everything else, then he's going to have to get up and go. That doesn't mean I'm going to,
right?
But he has to. And then to become a 7, the same thing. You could get moved somewhere else because they have upper management that come in there all the time, either from off the street that are just educated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or from within the company. It's normally from within the company.
But that's different though. He's going for like you're getting a pay raise.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily like starting over.
No, it's not. But what I'm saying is like with us, like we're not going to go anywhere unless he has to until his mom.
I see.
Okay. That's what keeps us here. And plus we both, for the most part, like Michigan but we travel a lot.
Yeah. You guys just got back from
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto de Gra.
What is it? Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta in Mexico.
Yeah, bro.
And it was not very good.
Really? Why?
No, because it's on the side of the country where it's the ocean side. It's not the Gulf side.
Okay.
And I love spending my time on the beach. And the beach was rocky.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
I like the blue water, white sand,
Why'd you guys go there then?
Well, we didn't know. Well, I didn't know exactly. I heard the beach wasn't the hospitality. The people that worked there were amazing. We saw the whales, which was absolutely incredible. Yeah, that was amazing. But the food was marginal. The resort was beautiful. I mean, everything. I mean, I'd give it like a 7.
Wow.
But we spent our time at the pool, which I normally like spending my time on the ocean, on the beach. But anyway,
did you feel like a sign of like danger?
No. And it's highly rated for all people, even
you
the
guys
town.
On the resort. You guys didn't go like.
No, they did. I stayed there. They went in town a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, but I didn't.
What did they say? Like
they said it was beautiful. They said it was nice. The food was excellent. It's real authentic, of course.
Yeah, obviously you can't believe everything you see online, but they say like Mexico is like not the place for Americans right now.
Well, it depends where you go. We didn't go to Guadalajara or
you didn't go to
Mexico City or
You didn't go to any of the fun places.
No, but I'll just say one of the people we went with did go downtown at nighttime and go to a strip club.
And they came back?
Yeah, they came back.
So if you know anybody that would be interested or that would be a good guest for the podcast show, please get us in contact, put us together, or just relay them my information. I would love to sit down and talk to them. And with that, I will continue to do my best to improve my podcasting skills and my interviewing skills to one day bring on bigger guests that you would love to see me collab with.
Mexican strip club?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He said it was very nice.
I bet.
And that's all I'll say on that.
No, say more.
No, he said he had a really good time.
Have you ever been to Thailand?
No, but I would love to go. I think we need to go somewhere Asian, Japan, South Korea, even China, Thailand.
I'd love to go there. Philippines.
Yeah, any of those kinds of places. I would love to go there.
Well, how come? Any reason in particular?
I'm more into resorts. So when I see the pictures of the blue waters and everything, I mean, at my age, because we thought about taking a trip to Greece,
Hey, buddy.
and I don't want to walk around looking at a half a stadium or a coliseum and have some tour guide telling me all about it.
So you're not into the history of shit stuff.
And I mean, not anymore.
What changed it for you?
I don't know what changed it for me. I don't know if
He
I've
said
ever
not
really been
anymore.
into it. I mean, I love history, but I mean, I can watch a YouTube video on it. But to go
Yeah.
walk around in 95 degree with a group of 40 people, that's why I thought about, like on a cruise ship, we thought about taking the Viking cruise because it's a smaller boat. All the windows, all the rooms are on the outside of the boat. So you go down these canals and these rivers and they talk about everything, and then they stop and you can get off and go enjoy the restaurants and things like that and do some sightseeing, and then you get back on the boat. It's not a big carnival, Speedo wearing, crazy,
Right.
all that kind of, no gay cruise, none of that kind of
Interesting.
thing.
You're like in the vacation era of your
That's
life.
it. But we do, like when we went to Puerto Rico, we went up into the forest. We did zip lining, and then
Okay.
we did, they have the natural stone slides.
And you did that?
Oh yeah, jumping off these rocks into the water. I
Yes.
mean, it doesn't look that high, but when you climb up there and you get to the top and then you have to jump off and everyone's waiting behind you, you have to go. We've been skydiving. We love theme parks,
Damn.
but we can't do, like we used to do Cedar Point every year, but we don't do that anymore because I can't walk that far. I need a new hip. I'm having a new hip put in at the end of February. Yeah. 'Cause I have a torn labrum in my right hip.
It's probably because you work out too damn much.
No, because I
bro.
tore it playing pickleball.
Oh.
And that was 3 years ago, and I've
Well,
been
it
living
clearly
with
doesn't
it.
bother you because
Well, I can't do legs. That's why my legs are tiny. I can't do squats.
because of your hip.
Because of my hip.
You're gonna get a hip replacement.
Yes.
Are you nervous about that? My mom
I'm so excited.
really. My mom just had. She had I think it was. I know she had a hip replacement, then maybe a knee, or maybe it was
Damn.
the other hip. But like after, it's like literally a night and day difference. Like before going in, she's like limping, sore.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, did the surgery. Obviously, after recovery and everything, running like 5K races.
Oh gosh, she runs more than you do.
No, no, Jill. You don't.
She does. She does.
She does. Like honestly, she probably does run like in events more than I do. Like she's always doing like a 5K, or her and her
Right.
friends will go down.
She could outrun you.
No, don't say that.
She can.
No. Realistically speaking, no. I
Realistically,
don't-
as long as I've known you and at the gym, I've never seen you on a treadmill.
Because trust me, I'm on there. I am. But because you leave around the time, I usually did the treadmill towards the end. Or
Okay.
like on the weekends, I'll do like a heavy cardio day.
Okay.
Like Saturdays, I'll run like a 5K. Sunday, I'll run a 5K.
Okay.
Why don't you believe me?
Because I haven't seen it. That's why. You say you do these things, but I haven't seen it.
I can pull up my app right now and I
No.
can show you some stuff.
No, do that. Okay, I believe you. I'll start believing you.
Sorry.
So tomorrow morning you're gonna run 5K tomorrow morning? Where?
at the gym, Planet Fitness.
Okay.
I swear, on the weekends, depending on like my workload throughout the week, every day I'll try to finish on the treadmill at least a mile, which that'll take like maybe 8.
A run or a walk?
I'll mix it up.
Okay.
Like I'll probably start off walking.
Right.
And then
finish off with a run.
with the
and
run.
then do you sprint at the end?
I wouldn't say it's a sprint. It's like level 7, which is like it's a steady. I'm not like killing myself out there.
Okay. Because that's how I used to, when I did cardio at the gym, I would walk at a good pace for a minute and a half, and then sprint for a minute or 30 seconds. I mean, I work my way up
Right.
and do that. I don't even know what it's called, but
Like interval.
yeah, interval
Right.
running to burn. But because I deliver, I don't do cardio anymore.
Yeah, you get it in.
Oh yeah, too much. I'm shrinking. I mean, I'm just getting tiny.
How many steps do you think you do? Probably like 10,000 easy.
I could tell you.
Because you have the
track
Apple Watch.
it. Yeah.
You got the new iPhone too?
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Who doesn't have the new iPhone?
I don't have it.
Let's see.
Because they say like average for like longevity and like long-term health, you want to average like 12,000 steps a day is like a good baseline number.
I'm averaging 1,300 calories a day burning.
It's pretty solid.
Let's see. I don't know how. I don't even know how to read my phone, to be honest with you.
Got a brand new iPhone. Can't even fucking use it.
I can't, honestly. Oh, stand hours, steps. Here we go. So Tuesday, 18,000 steps, 14,000, 10,
Damn.
11,000,
Yeah.
12,000. And you know, that's not even, my phone's not even, like I don't have it on, like when I go to the gym, I track, but not all day while I'm working. I don't have it running to see. It just naturally,
Right.
from my watch, picks up on.
When it picks, your heart rate probably increases a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like,
a
all
little
right,
bit.
this motherfucker must be walking right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, even when I'm mowing the yard, it will say, "Are you exercising?" It'll pop up on
I
my.
hated that when I had to watch.
Yeah.
I used to have one and ask,
Yeah.
"Are you? What did it say?
Yeah. Are
Do you want
you-
to start a
Yeah,
run?"
Yeah.
No.
We were walking the beach and it did that.
It's like
Are you walking? Well, yeah, I'm
that's
walking.
why I switched to this Whoop band.
I wonder what that was. I saw that earlier.
It's basically the same thing except for it doesn't have a screen and like notifications.
Because you don't like that, and you keep it on your. Are you left-handed?
No,
So why don't you keep it on your left hand, your left wrist?
because if I wear a watch, I'd rather shake somebody's hand with
Yeah. So you wear a watch on your left arm, on your left
on the left,
wrist,
right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we don't want to wear a watch with the hand you shake with.
No, I don't know about that.
I just look at everybody, like try to like see what successful people are doing, and then just try to like, why are they doing that?
So you want to follow?
Not who you want to follow. Is success leaves clues, just like history.
Yeah.
History leaves clues. I
Right.
actually, speaking on the history thing, I just finished a Hitler Nazi German
my
documentary on YouTube or Netflix.
They're disgusting.
Dude,
It is absolutely disgusting. But you know that didn't happen.
what didn't happen? What part?
The Holocaust.
What part of the Holocaust did not happen? Because
I'm being facetious.
oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
And I was very uneducated in all of that.
Oh, really?
Super uneducated.
Yeah.
In school, I didn't care about school. So
Yeah,
history,
I didn't either.
especially history, geography, like that was
No,
like
for
my
me. It was
sleeping.
science.
That was your sleep class?
Science, that, and English. I would literally drool on myself from
Yeah.
sleeping.
Anyways, bro, the fucking Hitler stuff is insane.
It is
man.
absolutely disgusting.
And the
stuff.
craziest part about it is it all pretty much wrapped up in like 1945.
Yeah.
That's not that long ago.
No, it's not. And how it started, he was just a normal political figure. That's the crazy thing. So he's just a normal, somewhat normal political figure that rose up, but he always had the ideology of, he always had kind of like that came out, they say the 2025, Project 2025. He, before the election, our last election, there was a group of people that put together this thing called Project 2025. And they're like, if you become president, these are the things we want you to implement. Completely different than when he won in the first time.
Okay.
And of course, it got leaked, and they tried to use it the opposite Harris tried to use it against him, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not going to use any of that kind of stuff. I'm not going by Project 2025. That was something someone wrote. I'm not doing any of it." But then when he came into office, he started implementing
That's
everything.
Project 25.
Yeah. So, and Hitler kind of did the same thing. He had this ideology that he kept hidden from what I've read.
Okay.
And then, of course, he came into power and he started implementing all these things. And of course, they turned out to be absolutely horrific. I'm not saying that the current administration is that way. I'm just saying.
You're saying Trump is Hitler.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. And like the story of the whole Hitler thing is like, yeah, he had those ideologies, but like he kind of rose into power through the people as well.
He did.
It wasn't like him, like, oh, like the people saw like because good inside of him.
Well, he told them exactly what they wanted to hear.
He was a brilliant motivator.
He was. And
like
I
took that
there
from
are
him,
some
actually.
Similarities.
I haven't looked.
But,
I haven't looked at it
right.
like that.
I mean,
through
just
that
chat
lens.
GTP it.
Yeah.
But
there is some key lessons to pick out, and that you can pick out from Hitler's
oh my God
era.
I don't even like, to be honest with you, like I follow on Twitter like the Auschwitz camp.
Yeah.
You know, and every day they
Which one? People don't know that there was 3 different Auschwitz
I don't know
camps.
what one it is, but it's their museum thing, and every day they post like pictures of what the person looked like when they came in.
Oh, shit.
And then what they looked like right before they were incinerated, basically. But like right now, my hip, brutal.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
You need to stand?
No, not
Take
yet.
a break or something?
No. Just rub my foot.
Yeah.
No.
Theo.
Yeah, Theo. No, it's just, that's, working is fine. You know, running and walking and delivering packages.
I mean, you're
unless
getting that age, man.
Huh?
You're getting to that age. How old are you?
Anyway.
I'm saying that because you're an older guy.
But I hurt myself. It's an
fit.
injury. And he said to me, my surgeon said, just continue to work out up to the day of the surgery.
Yeah.
Because the healthier you are, the stronger you are, the quicker the recovery. So I already talked to my boss. I got 2 months off. I have to sit around the house for 2 weeks after the surgery. And then after that, I can go back to the gym. And then in 6 weeks, when I get back from Hilton Head, I can go to my boss. Or I go to the surgeon again and say, can I go back to work? And then I can go back to work.
So like, what does that cost?
Nothing. I have Amazon insurance.
Oh.
So I'm covered.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
The
insurance is very good. I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be some out-of-pocket expense.
Yeah. So that's all the kind of shit that I need to learn up more on. It's like insurance, doctor visit. Like I don't go to the doctor. Like if that was me, I would just be in pain until the day I couldn't move because I never was
really
taught or told to like, oh, go
what
to
about
the
your
doctor.
Teeth? Like, do you go to the dentist?
I honestly don't.
So you don't go to the dentist because listen, I've been living with this. Like I did physical therapy twice.
Okay.
The first time it worked a little bit, but not the second time. Then I started getting injections in my hip, cortisone injections.
Mm-hmm.
The first time it felt like I had a new hip.
Mm.
And then it wore off and I've never gotten back to that.
What does it feel like? Like, how do you know that you need a hip replacement? Like, what was like?
Well, it felt like I pulled something.
Okay.
In my hip.
Right.
Right. And I was limping.
Okay.
And I just, like you, I just worked through it.
Right. So
even today, I'm working through it. But now when you'd be surprised when you just laying on your bed, it's not painful. It just aches.
Like
there is just
inflammation.
Yes. Like, so I'm on ibuprofen because I don't do narcotics. And the pain is just Not the pain, the ache. It just aches and aches, and you have to get up and move around. And in the middle of the night, waking up multiple times, not to pee, because I have to pull my legs up and just sit there until the pain subsides.
Mm-hmm.
And then I roll over. I can't sleep on my right side, which is my dominant side anymore. I have to sleep on my left side, which is uncomfortable because I've been sleeping on my right side my whole time. So anyway, it's just brutal.
So it just got to a point.
My quality of life sucks.
So it just got to a point where like it was just annoying, and you're like, I'm gonna go get
It's
this
not
looked at.
the word annoying is so far.
Okay, you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah, you would want, and so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna have X-rays. I had X-rays, MRI, because I thought they could just go in and do a scope and clean it out.
Slow down. Walk me through the process. You want to get X-rays? Who do you call for that?
So the woman at physical therapy says I had the exact same injury. She goes,
so you're already going to somewhere for your injury?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I went to my primary and said I hurt my hip.
Okay, your primary.
Yeah. She said, okay, we're going to put you on physical therapy.
Who's your primary?
My primary is my doctor downtown at Trinity Health.
Okay.
Dr. Wood. She goes, okay, I'm going to send you up for some physical therapy. And I said, okay.
There we go.
Did some physical therapy, 6 weeks. It kind of worked. Felt good because I was doing exercises I didn't normally do. You know, at the gym, when you see people standing in front of the mirror and they're lifting their leg up and moving it over to the right, like before they do squats or whatever, they warm up their legs.
Yeah, like hip flex, like hip.
Yeah. Hip rotations.
Yeah.
And then they put the rubber bands around their ankles. And you put these thick rubber bands. Yeah. Or you just walk. You do lunges.
The resistant bands.
Yes. You do all these different things in physical therapy. So after 6 weeks, I kind of felt better.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came back.
Mm.
So went to physical therapy again. This is when I met my physical therapist, Ellen, and she goes, I've had the same injury. You need to go see this guy. And so Dr. Wood, my primary, put in a referral, and I went and saw this guy. And he goes, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do an MRI. We're going to do an ultrasound. We're going to do all these, and an x-ray. I said, okay. So I took care of all of it. Sat down with him, and we went over everything. And he goes, we can't do a scope because you have so much arthritis in your labrum and the ball.
The ball joint?
Yeah.
In the hip, yep.
Is rubbing against bone. That cartilage, that protection is gone. It's worn away. You do have it's all torn. My torn labrum. That's all called the labrum in there.
Okay.
So he goes, you have two options, injections or surgery. He goes, I wouldn't recommend surgery because you're young. If you can live with this, I would just go with injections.
Mm.
So the first injection was fantastic. 3 months later, I did the second one. I mean, it wears off after a month.
Injection is just like a shot?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No.
Oh.
I mean, do you have a high level tolerance for pain? You lay on
certain pain.
Yeah.
Like needle pain? Fuck no.
You lay on your side. They put a needle in you to numb it.
Ugh.
And then they put it in and they use an ultrasound so the needle goes right where it's supposed to.
Okay.
And they fill it with cortisone. But like I said, it wears off after a month. The second injection didn't do anything. The third injection didn't do anything. So a week after the third injection, I emailed the doctor and I said, he's a PA. I said, I want you to refer me to the surgeon. Mm. He's like, okay. And then when I got back from Mexico, I saw the surgeon just a week and a half ago. And he went over my x-rays and everything. And he goes, yes. He goes, you need surgery. You need a new hip. He goes, we go in, we cut the ball off. He goes, first, we open up there. We cut the muscles. We open it up. He goes, it's really simple. We cut the ball off, pull the ball out. We go in and we clean where the ball goes in.
That little pocket, yeah.
He goes, then we put in this casing in there, screw it in. Then the ball is steel and it's connected. It's like a spike. They slide that down into your femur bone because your bones are hollow.
Oh.
They screw that in to your femur bone.
Oh.
Then they pop the ball back into the new casing.
Yeah.
And then they sew it up. And you walk out of the surgery. Well, I mean, you go into recovery, you sit there, and then on crutches, you basically walk out and go home that day.
Damn.
And everyone I've talked to said all the pain, I have pain that shoots all the way down my leg. And they're like, all that goes away. The only thing that's painful is where the surgery was. But all the other pain, yeah. And then the first week is kind of rough, and then after that.
Damn.
I have no worries.
That's good. I don't have any.
I cannot wait for this pain to be gone. You don't understand. I can't. I mean, don't you ever see me limping in the gym?
Never, bro. You're always walking around with an extra pep in your step, actually. Like you're almost jogging around.
Yeah, I try.
You walk.
These people that just sit on their phones in the gym drive me literally
Have you
insane.
noticed that the gym that we go to, I messed around with one of my employees about it. It's like little Mexico in there.
Oh yeah. I've told you my theory. We have our gym is the Mexico gym. The 52nd and Eastern is the Asian gym.
Where's that one at? By Byron Center?
No. This one is right there on 52nd and Eastern.
I don't even know the fucking streets around here.
I know you don't. Then the one out on 68th Street.
That's up there by the city?
No.
Granville.
No.
I don't know.
You hop on 131 and you get off at the 60th Street.
That's another thing too, bro. Michigan people, they love to give directions off of street names.
Yeah.
Oh, it's off 21 and 31st.
Have you ever been to Gun Lake Casino?
Yes.
On your way to Gun Lake Casino, you get off at exit 68 or 68th Street.
And that's the
There's
white
a
people?
gym right there. Yes, that's the white supremacist gym. And then Center Point Mall down 28th Street. That's got a mix of everything. So, I mean, every Standale, the one off Lake Michigan, that's the college gym.
Why is it so segregated?
Well, I don't know if it is. I've just made it segregated.
Oh, but it is though. I've been to 3 Planet Fitnesses in Grand Rapids. The one here, Spanish gym.
Yeah.
There's one up there there's like a Meyer. I don't even know. Sorry, I don't know the road names, but all white people. It was like a white people gym. And then there's one like towards Byron Center area. There's a golf course over there, like Railside or something. And that's like
I've never been to the Granville one.
Old. That's like the old people gym.
Well, do you remember a while ago when you and I were talking at the gym and that my I think his name's Troy came up to us and I introduced you to? He's an older white guy, built, kind of shredded.
I want to say,
and
I can't put a face. Picture to a face.
He works down the street, but he goes to the Granville gym now because of the females. The females that go there are highly attractive, he said.
Oh, okay. So that's why he switched gyms.
Yeah, that's why he
I could see that.
Well, of course. Who doesn't like going to a gym and seeing attractive people? That doesn't happen at our gym.
It doesn't happen at our gym, but it's kind of nice because then you can just focus and work out.
But I'm very like you, but I'm very outgoing. So I talk to a lot of people.
That's your problem too. That's why you're in there for 3 hours.
Yeah, sometimes I am. But like today, it was it would have been an hour, but of course you were there and Mars there, and then
all
Gloria shows up,
there.
and then Chris was there. And so, you know,
if that was me, I would have to find a new gym or find a new time to go.
No, but that's what I like going to the gym. I mean, I do like some interaction. So I did have a situation today, kind of upset me. There's a gentleman there working out, younger guy, that I talk to once in a while, just brief encounters, but every day, every time I see him, we talk and bullshit. And of course, I was being judgmental, and because there's another gentleman working out, and he had. I mean, just because I'm queer doesn't mean I like guys in spandex, right?
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking
All right,
about,
so
bro.
he's working out.
He wears those fucking skivvy, skinny, bro.
Yeah,
put some pants on, dude.
Yeah. And so he wears his muscle shirt kind of that hangs like just below his pocket line. Do you know what I mean? It's really
I
interesting.
know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Okay. So I said to him,
You said to the guy.
no, not the spandex guy.
Okay.
I said to the other guy,
Yeah.
I said, those, nothing against that person. I go, but those spandex kind of make me uncomfortable, right? And he goes, yeah. He goes, but he's an all right guy. He goes, what makes me uncomfortable is the other guy down there with the afro. Okay.
Your buddy.
Yeah. And I'm like, really? And he goes, yeah, he stares at me. And I'm like, well, we all stare at each other. I mean,
there's only like 8 people in the gym.
I mean, and to be honest, because I know my friend so well, I just don't see him staring at this person. Some people have that mentality of
everybody's looking at me kind of thing.
Yeah, that, or just because you're gay, you're going to want to sleep with any man no matter what they look like.
That's what he had it in his head.
Yes, that's my
now
thought.
I'm trying to picture, because we go to the same gym, so I'm trying to picture like who is the guy that you're talking about.
Well, I'll point him out to you.
Yeah.
He's a younger guy. He is, I mean, I've watched him progress.
Curly hair dude, the big strong guy?
Oh, no, not him. This is a younger, skinnier white guy.
Is anybody that goes to our gym, is anybody in there like, I know you don't say you don't think I'm a high level individual, but I am. Like, anybody in there is like elite people, like successful people?
Not that I know of.
That's the thing.
I don't know what Andre does.
That's
Dre.
The curly head dude?
No, Dre and Gloria.
Oh, yeah. See, like that, I can, they give off vibes that they're doing something.
Yeah. I don't know what he does, but just his workout mentality.
Right.
And everything, to me, seems like he is successful in what he does.
Right.
Now, there are guys that come in way early, work out and leave, and they shower there and they're dressed completely, I mean, nice, and leave. And I don't know what kind of jobs they do. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think success is, it's your own state of mind of what's successful.
It is.
I mean, you're married with a dog, you have a nice home, you have income, your bills are paid. I mean, the definition of success is, you seem successful. I mean, are you driving, you got a pair of M3s in the garage and the house is paid for, and I don't know if but you're in debt up to your ass.
Right.
I mean, that's not successful. I mean, I don't know. I mean, for us, we do well. Our bills are paid. We have very little debt. I mean, we travel a lot. We've got 5 fucking cats. I mean, I feel compared to being in prison, being a drug addict, to getting out in 2011 to where I'm at now, buying my first home 12 years ago, I mean, I feel I've become pretty successful, but I don't have $1 million in the bank.
But like you said, everybody quantifies success differently.
I've never looked better in my life, physically. I mean, I can't not believe I'm mad at myself for not working out when I was 20.
What got you into the
prison?
Okay.
I was laying on my bunk.
So can we jump into that?
Yeah, I was laying on,
prison.
Yeah, I was a drug addict. I mean, I'm still a drug addict, but I mean, I'm just in recovery.
Okay,
So-
but you don't go to prison just because you're a drug addict. You had
No,
to.
I committed crimes.
What was the crime, Robert? Tell us the crime.
Well, it was all white collar at the beginning. It was
That's no fun.
But then I robbed a restaurant
Okay.
and got
Can you walk me through the robbery?
it's.
Come on, let's go back. Let's walk through like what state of mind were you in? Why did you do it? You obviously picked out which restaurant you were going to do.
I didn't do anything. Well, I did, but what happened is it was January 23rd, 2005. I was with a friend of mine. Her name was Jen, and she was what's called, I would call her a clean hoarder. Her apartment, she was a hoarder, but it wasn't the garbage hoarder.
Like my wife.
I mean, but you had to walk through trails.
Oh.
Because she was also a drug addict and she was a kleptomaniac and she was OCD. And I met her at the methadone clinic and she'd carry this big thing of keys and she'd have to bang it on everything. She'd walk in and bang it on stuff. She just had to.
Okay.
So eventually we became friends and you go over to her apartment and you walk up the steps. It was on the second floor. It was over in Heritage Hill, I remember. And you go walk inside, and there's mounds of shit everywhere. Not garbage, but shit that she's stolen.
Oh.
And like she loved CVS and Walgreens. She'd steal constantly from them. And
like, what do you steal from a Walgreens?
I don't know. It's just I can't even recall. And she had these little trails to get to the kitchen, to get to the bathroom. You had to because there was so much stuff.
Wow.
Anyway, and she was a script writer. She saw multiple doctors for multiple situations, and she would steal their pads.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was constantly writing Adderall and Ritalin scripts. And plus she was on methadone, which is what you go drink your dose every day, which for heroin addicts and opioid addicts take. Anyway, we're hanging out. So long story short, which is too late for that, but we were out one night.
We want the long story.
We were out one night, January 23rd, 2005. And we were both really, she was sober. And I was really fucked up. I was on methadone, oxy, Adderall. I OD'd that night. So what happened is I'm driving and we were going to rob a Domino's pizza. I don't know why, but we were going to rob a Domino's pizza.
Just
it's
out of the
2
blue.
in the morning. We're waiting for the manager to come out. We had masks, we had mace, we had everything we needed. And
you guys had masks and mace?
Yes, we had everything.
So this is a premeditated.
Yes, it was premeditated. And the manager comes out and we got scared and we didn't do anything. We hopped back in the car and we left. He just looked at us. And it was cold as fuck. It's winter, January.
Yep.
So then we're like, where can we go? She goes, let's go to Denny's. The one right down the street from here at 44th Street. And I'm like, why? Are you hungry? She goes, no, to rob it. And I'm like, I really don't remember. I'm kind of just,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever. I really didn't even know why we were there. She wrote out the note, the bank robbery note.
Oh, like put the money in the bag note?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm following.
She goes, go on in there with the note. So she's in my car. We're in my car. So I walk into Denny's and I hand the hostess this note. And I say, I need a table for 2, smoking, please. I didn't know what was on the note. I didn't know I was in there for a robbery. I didn't know anything. It's upside down. I thought, honestly, for some unknown reason, I have it stuck in my head that it was her resume. I thought I was bringing in her resume. She said she'd be right in. So I walk in, hand them. The hostess takes it from what I remember. She turns it around and she yells, Ray, It's a robbery. Okay. And do you know at most Denny's in the front, there's always a big booth in the corner all by itself?
The waiting booth?
Kind of. No, it's a booth where people sit and eat. It's opposite side of the waiting.
Okay.
All right. Well, there just happens to be a group of National Guardsmen sitting there.
Oh.
And I'm like, a robbery? I'm looking around. And these guys jump up and tackle me. And so anyway, I got assault with intent to rob while armed because the note stated that it said, this is a robbery, let's not make it a murder, which implied...
You were armed.
Yes. So anyway, I get arrested. She left in my car. And I go to jail and they bring me into booking, which I've been so many times before. And what happens when you go to booking, you go into a holding cell. And then from the holding cell, after they take your picture and everything, one of the things they do is they do a medical evaluation on you. So I'm sitting there and they take me over to the nurse and I'm sitting there and it's it's an office, but there's no door. All right. So they have access to the room. You can't lock the door or anything. Okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm teetering on the chair and I just fall backwards.
This is still that same night?
Or this is that same night.
Okay.
3 a.m. So now it's the 24th, really. And I fall backwards and I wake up in the hospital and they pump my stomach, because I basically OD'd. And then they bring me back, and mind you, I was on methadone for 1.5 years. So if you're on taking a medication like let's say you're on heroin, or let's say you're on Norco, abusing, of course, daily, the withdrawal for Norco or heroin is like 4 to 6 days to get over it. But methadone, it's like a month to 1.5 months.
Damn.
And this is back when they didn't give you anything. Now in county jail, they give you Suboxone and all kinds of different things if you state that you are an abuser.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting there. My parole officer, because I was on parole, my parole officer comes in. I told him the story. And I go to court. I hire a lawyer. This is the first time I ever paid for a lawyer. And of course, my parents would not financially help me because they've been dealing with my addiction for decades. And they were more in the Al-Anon group where I have to just do what I have to do.
Yep.
They're not going to
save you every time.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah. Because they had money. And so anyway, my lawyer filed what was called, I was looking at anywhere for a minimum of 7 to 11 years, but my lawyer filed what was called the downward departure motion because of the circumstances, because they had my blood work, which showed I had 7 different narcotics in my body. There was some other extenuating circumstances that she put in the motion. And the prosecutor and the judge okayed it. And so I got 5 years.
Wow.
I had to do 5 years, but I still had to go in front of the parole board that doesn't mean I'm getting out in 5 years. It means I have 5 years till I see the parole board. But I got out my first time seeing the parole board.
5 years.
Yeah. So the year I did in county plus the 5 years I did. So that was 6 years. And so
what happened to the lady, the one that handed you the note? Don't incriminate yourself or whatever.
Her name is Jennifer.
Oh damn, he dropped the name.
Yeah, but she there was weird coincidences. The guy that did one of the police that did a police report on the whole incident has the same last name as her.
Huh.
And she has a Polish name. And it's like 13 letters. It's very uncommon name.
Okay.
And so there was some conspiracies going on, like he helped his niece out, or he did some things. They got my car back. Some weird things happened. They got my car back. They ended up selling it, of course. I was in a relationship at the time, and that, of course, ended while I was in jail because I told the person, "You just need to move on because I am not getting out."
Yeah.
And at first, they're like, "Oh no, I'm here for you,"
Right.
and then they're not accepting my calls anymore. So, which was okay. I mean, I accepted that, but. The funny thing is when I got out of prison, I went to Project Rehab, which is a place here in Grand Rapids that the MDOC, Michigan Department of Corrections, had a contract with. And I had to do this program for 2 months. And then from there, I was released.
Okay.
So, of course, the day I showed up at Project Rehab, my parents showed up, brought me my clothes and everything. And every month I've been sending home money to them. And so my dad gave me an envelope with money in it, with some extra money in it for me. And I went and got a cell phone and did everything that you do while taking these classes in this program. And then from there, I moved next door to what's called commercial placement because I had nowhere to live.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all shared a kitchen downstairs, but I had my own room, but it was a community shower and everything with all these other convicts. And I looked up from my old phone book. I had Jennifer's phone number in it. All right. So I called, and Jennifer's mom, who was super cool, answered the phone, and she's like,
"This is 5 years later.
6 years
later. 6 years later, yeah."
She's like, I'm like, "Hello, is Jennifer there?" And her mom goes, "Hi, Lucky, how are you?" And I said, I'm good, Sue. How are you?" She's like, "Good." She goes, "I knew you'd be calling." She goes, "We've been following you this whole time."
Wow.
And because you can look it up on the MDOC website, Otis, and see where that person is and everything. And I'm like, listen, I let that all go a year after I was incarcerated. I go, it wasn't her fault. I go, I feel she kind of did set me up, but she goes, yeah, she doesn't feel, good about what she did to you, but she goes, "Do you want her number?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need her number. Is she okay?" And she goes, "Yeah, she's still doing what she's doing." And I said, "Okay." And that was it. I never have looked her up again. I've never done anything. I've moved past all that. I can't hold it against her. She basically set me up. She sent me in that restaurant knowing I'm not
in the right mindset.
Yeah, I mean, and I did 6 years. It's my fault. I mean, I'm a drug addict.
Damn.
To be honest with you, it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I was gonna say, because look at her.
Yeah.
She didn't go through that, and she never changed.
And I did.
And look at you now.
And I'm clean and sober 21 years last week, and it's just been. When I was taking classes at downtown, they're like, "Well, what one event, really changed your life?" And I'm like, "It was the best thing that ever happened to me." I've never been clean and sober that long since I was like 14 years old. Those 5 years, because a lot of people will do 5 years and they'll get out and they'll start using again. A couple of my friends did, and they're both gone now. They got out after 5. They're like, "Oh, I've been thinking about it." I never thought about it. I couldn't wait to get out to get high. That never was
right.
And then my roommate, my first year, Chris, he's like, "You need to get off that rack and come work out with me." And that was the beginning of me working out. I started working out, and I'm still doing the same routine.
You're doing jail workouts at Planet Fitness right now?
I do my same routine that he taught me all those years ago. I mean, there's been some modifications, and I watched the reels and everything. And, there's one trainer or influencer will say, "If you want big biceps, you need to do these 3 exercises." And then the next influencer will say, "If you want big biceps, you need to do these." And they're completely contradict what the other trainer does or influencer. So, but I mean, I just have never once I started making money and everything, and I just never wanted to go back to using again,
Of course.
because I would just end up right back to where I was before. I mean, I know people that do a little cocaine here, that do some ecstasy here, that constantly smoke weed, that do all those things. And I hang out with these people and I see them do it, and nothing bothers me. I'm the designated driver. I take my husband and his friends downtown all the time, drop them off to go party. And sometimes at 3 a.m, or they'll Uber it back. One of the two, they'll call me up. Hey, can you come get us?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll come get you. And it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to see. I'll sit right next to you if you lit up a joint right now. It wouldn't bother me. Just don't blow it at me, but it doesn't bother me. I used to sell weed when I first got out of prison. You know, I was running down to Purple East, picking up. There was a big drug back then when I got out of prison called K12 or K2,
Mm-hmm.
the fake weed.
The K2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running down every day. I'm living at the halfway house, which is right next door to Project Rehab. All right. I'm running down to Purple East every day, buying stacks of this K2, bags of tobacco, cans of tobacco, selling it to all the guys in Project Rehab through the window. They're like a basket, bringing down a basket. There wasn't Cash App back then. And I'm selling not drugs, but I didn't sell weed or anything, but I'm selling them because they all get dropped. These guys are falling out from smoking K2.
Jeez.
Just huge amounts of it.
Yeah, I remember when that came out for a while.
Do you smoke weed?
Sometimes, yeah.
You do edibles?
They don't work for me.
Oh, they don't?
It's just a waste. Like, I've eaten edibles. I was actually, when I was in Aspen a few weeks ago, they were like, do you want an edible? I'm like, no, because really, they don't work. So I don't want to like waste somebody else's money.
Right.
So they're like, what do you mean they don't work? They're like, we bought these from Michigan. They actually came to my wedding and they like loaded up on some stuff and went back home. And I was just telling them like, bro, the edibles don't work. So anyways, I had to prove them wrong. So they gave me the damn edible. And then like 4 hours later, we were snowboarding and they're like, dang, that edible's kicking in. And I'm like, I told you guys, it just doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe my metabolism is too fast. I don't know. So no, I never
Don't you
eat
think
them.
cold weather, though, too, affects, like it dampens
Like
the high? Like it makes, don't you think, I just
for
feel,
edibles specifically?
yeah, I mean, for anything, don't you think the cold weather
Definitely
intensifies your, no? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Oh.
That could be subjective, varied by person.
I don't know.
But
To me, it seems like you eat an edible, like right now, if we smoked a fucking big joint, right? And we're stoned as fuck, and we walk outside and it's 7 degrees out, and all of a sudden you're like, whoo, you're like,
okay, I can see what you're saying.
yeah, it kind of wakes you up, the cold weather does. So
Yeah.
whatever you had going on,
I can see that.
yeah, it kind of like wakes you up a little bit, and it takes you out of whatever high you were in because the weather's so extreme. I don't know.
You're an extreme thinker.
Yeah.
But no, about the prison thing, when you first were going, like, were you scared?
No. Well, first of all, I wasn't out.
What do you mean out?
I mean, like I didn't, I portrayed myself as just a straight young, because I started going to prison for small bits.
Prison or jail? Because it's two different things.
Well, the first time I was on probation, and what happened was I violated probation, and the judge sent me to prison for a year.
VPO'd?
Yeah.
That when I was going through that stage of my life, that was the scariest word, bro.
Yeah.
They're telling don't
no,
VPO, bro.
I didn't know because I'm always going through dope sickness. And what happened is I got out. I went to jail for 9 months. I got early release at 6 months. I'm on probation and I violate probation. And they offered me boot camp. And I'm dope sick sitting in my cell. And they're like, yeah, my probation officer's like, yeah, they want to offer you boot camp. And I'm like, oh, no, I can't do boot camp. He didn't tell me what the
alternative was.
Right. And so I'm like, no. And he goes, okay, we'll see you in court. And I said, okay. And by the time I went to court, I was sober now, off dope sickness. And the judge sent me to prison for a year.
Damn.
So I ended up going to prison for a year. And because I absconded probation.
What was your thoughts when you're sitting there in the judge? I've seen the videos where like they hit the thing and they're like 12 months. They're gonna be like 12 months. Robert, 12 months,
remember.
something penitentiary.
I don't remember.
Yeah, damn.
You know, you talk to the guys there. They're like, oh, it's a fucking, you're going to like it so much better than jail because you can smoke cigarettes. You can do all that kind of thing back then. So I did a year and it was fine. You know, I was locked up with Jack Kevorkian, Dr. Death. He's the one that went to prison for assisted suicide. The big lawyer here in Michigan, one of the big lawyers, his name is Jeffrey Feiger, Feiger Law. He represented him. Anyway, I called my dad, and my parents were semi well off, and they're having this party at their house, and or maybe it was the holiday or whatever. And I call, and I'm like, they always took my call, and I'm talking to my dad, and I go, hey, guess who I'm locked up with? He's like, who? And I said, Dr. Death. He's like, Jack Kevorkian? I said, yeah, he's in this prison. He goes, hey, everyone, because there's a party going on. Bobby's locked up with Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian, and everyone's like, oh, right? It's so surreal, right? So surreal. And people would steal his ID and shit that he had and send it home, and then they would put it on eBay and sell it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And he'd walk around with tissues and everything because he was a germaphobe. And he's always wiping down everything before he opened up the door to go into the chow hall.
What was his deal? A bad doctor or something?
No, he wasn't a bad. He did assisted suicides. He got arrested for
suicides. Like what is it like?
So you're dying of cancer.
Okay.
You're bone cancer, and it's just killing you, and you don't want to live anymore. And you just can't take it anymore. So he comes in here and gives you a fatal dose of something, or he gives it to you and prepares it to you, and you give it to yourself after he leaves, and you die.
You know, that's becoming like in Canada. That's a thing now.
It's a thing. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm all for it. I'm 100%.
When your time comes, you mean, or you're just talking like whenever you're ready?
No. I mean,
what do you elaborate on that? What do you want?
It should be your choice. Why shouldn't it be your choice?
I get that. I
mean, what's there to argue? Who says I'm not? I don't want some. So what? I mean, who? I can take a gun right now and put it to my head, but I'd rather do it more peacefully. I'm not saying, hey, tomorrow I'm going to the clinic and checking out. I loved it here, but you know what? I'm tired.
Right. I hear what you're saying now. The concept, why not give people the option rather than go through the brutal suicide route?
My mom died of leukemia, and the only thing that was keeping her alive was the blood transfusions every 4 days, right? And my mom, we grew up Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but we grew up Catholic, and she was very not. Anyway, she said, listen, I'm 84. I'm taking blood away from somebody that could really use it, a younger person. I go, I'm being selfish. She goes, let's call hospice, because it just wasn't going to get better for her. So we're like, okay. So on a Friday, she did her last transfusion, and on Tuesday, hospice came in, and on Thursday at 10 p.m., she passed away. I mean, the blood transfusions were the only thing keeping her alive. So if there was a clinic she could have gone to, right? Because it was horrible watching my mom die through hospice, because all we were doing was just feeding her. She'd never taken a narcotic in her life, and we're just feeding her morphine. The doses kept getting larger and larger until she couldn't talk. She's comatose until her heart stopped. She stopped breathing. I mean, my sister and I were standing on either side of the bed, adjusting her to make her comfortable when she took her last breath. I mean, I screamed, but I'm just like,
What do you mean you screamed?
I mean, when she took her last breath and she passed, I screamed.
Like,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Not like, I didn't know, like, scream like, doctor. Or
No,
like,
no one was there. It was just my sister and I. My nephew was there, but he had just decided to go downstairs to take a shower, and at the condo. And so, but I'm saying I would have rather taken her to this clinic.
But that would have been her decision, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and she would have done that decision rather than,
Really?
It's not when you go into the clinic, I'm assuming, of course I'm not educated in this, I'm assuming it's like within minutes you're gone, not 3 days.
Of suffering.
Yeah. I mean, look at Jimmy Carter. Is he still alive? He's been on hospice for
Couldn't tell you. I don't know who the fuck that is.
the president from 76.
76. I was born in
Do
95.
people hear this shit?
I was born in 95. But to just hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Going
So
back
what's
to
your view on it?
on like, I mean, hey, I think people should make their own decisions with their lives.
So do you think it should be so you want you're not opposed to it then?
I'm not opposed of controlling people's lives. That's what I'm opposed to, is the control.
So like the abortion clinic downtown, are you opposed to that?
If somebody wants to go to the abortion clinic, that's their decision. I'm not who's to say like, oh, you can't do what you want to do with your own life.
Okay.
That's my thing.
I have the exact same view.
Whether it's whatever, abortion, suicide.
Right. So the person across the street, if they're leaving to go to the clinic downtown, that's on them.
That's your decision.
You're not going to run out there, knock on the window and say, we need to talk.
Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
And I'll do the same for somebody if they're going to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, hey, man.
Well, you see, I'm different because when I don't see you at the gym, I text you and I say, why aren't you going to the gym?
And you know what my response is usually? I've already been there, Robert.
Yeah.
Knocked it out, bro. 6:00 in the morning. But no, seriously though. And I think like for all things, like even with the
You see, I have
stuff,
spies at the gym. So, but anyway.
back to the whole, I mean, I think people should do what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it doesn't, affect what I'm saying is if, my mom goes to that clinic and ends her life peacefully, it doesn't affect you at all. Now, if your neighbor wants to build a fence a foot onto your property line, then you're going to say something.
That's
Of course it is.
And that's, I don't know how we even got onto that topic, but
So if you know anybody that would be interested or that would be a good guest for the podcast show, please get us in contact, put us together, or just relay them my information. I would love to sit down and talk to them. And with that, I will continue to do my best to improve my podcasting skills and my interviewing skills to one day bring on bigger guests that you would love to see me collab with.
damn, that must have been tough watching your mom.
It was brutal.
Pass
It
right
was
in
it
front.
was the worst. And then you know what happened? The next year.
Real quick, sorry to cut you off. I have heard that people come to like being able to be there during the moment has, I mean, thankfully I haven't been in that position yet,
Yeah.
but they say that they made like the grieving process and that whole process easier when they were able to be there for that last.
Of course.
second.
I mean, the whole
So
situation.
it's kind of a blessing as well that you got to be there.
Yeah. She made her decision. I was thankful to be there. I was so happy
Mhm.
to be there. But then, the hospice comes in, their nurse does, and to make sure, so we have to wait for the nurse to get there, and then we call the ambulance, or no, then we call the funeral home, and the funeral home shows up
On the same day?
that night.
Wow.
So at like 2 a.m. So my mom's been laying there for 4 hours, and the funeral home gets there and takes her body. So the whole thing with my mom laying there, passed away, dead on her bed. It's chilling. It is just like,
Yeah.
so you kind of get this, you kind of have that stuck in your head a little bit.
Right.
Of your, your loved one laying there, passed away, and then we had to take her rings off, because she still wore her wedding ring and everything, even though my dad had been passed 10 years. And so we couldn't get the ring off. So we had to get some soap and everything. And, we're doing these things. She's not, and then the hospice woman helped us because, we're all freaking out, right? Everyone comes, we made some calls to some people. And it's just, it was an experience I didn't have to deal with my dad. My dad was at the hospital, and I said, I was living in Grand Rapids, but I was staying at the condo at my parents', and my mom was spending the nights there. And of course, we all had left the hospital. We just got to the condo, and we got the call that my dad had passed away. So we had to all turn around and go back. Mm-hmm. And we didn't see him. They had taken the body downstairs already. But the shitty thing is he had a defibrillator on his heart, and they couldn't shut it off. So it's kept vibrating, trying to get his heart going, right? Even though he had already passed. And my mom was freaking out about it.
So it's like, it's kind of trying to resuscitate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was trying to do. It sensed that it was working. It was doing what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And there was supposed to be a thing you can go onto the computer, and because they have the serial number or whatever it is for it, and they couldn't shut it off. Yeah, it was.
Dang.
Yeah, and but I was just happy that I got out of prison in 2011, and I got to spend 3 years with my dad. Because, for me, that was my biggest fear, was losing a parent while incarcerated. That's why I didn't gamble. I didn't do drugs. I didn't have sex. I didn't do any of those things in prison because I didn't borrow. That's another thing. You don't borrow. You don't gamble. Some people do. Some people's family supplies them all kinds of money and they can do whatever they want to do. But if you're in prison and you're broke, like I was, my dad sent me $30 a month, which isn't a lot.
Right.
And so one thing you don't do is you don't gamble. If you're broke, you don't borrow. If you're broke, you don't, there's certain things you don't do because you will have to end up doing things you don't want to do
to pay back.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I've looked at like men's sexuality is so much more fluid than some people think, because when you're in a situation to do things that you say you'd never do, the same with being a drug addict. I know a lot of straight drug addicts that have done things, and now that they're clean and sober, they will never do those things again.
I see what you're saying.
But they've done things that they would never have done when they're sober, which makes sense. Same with committing crimes. I wouldn't have done all the credit card fraud and all the robbing the restaurant and doing all those different things if I was sober. Why would I? I'm an able-bodied man. I can work. I was out of prison not even 3 weeks, and I had a job. And I've been working ever since. So these people that get out of prison that say, oh, I can't find a job anywhere. Everyone hires felons now. I rode the bus for the first year, and and these are the things that you miss when you need to take advantage if your parents are still alive, is that like I'd call my dad. I've got enough money saved. My parents didn't give me anything. They never once gave me money since I've been out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is I'd call my dad. Hey, listen, I have a chance to either buy a car or move into an apartment. What do you think I should do? And he's like, you've been living with people for 7 years now. He goes, don't you? He goes, you can always get a car. Don't you want to move into an apartment? And I'm like, yeah, I really do. He goes, well, that's what you should do. What I'm saying is even
Call for
now,
advice.
yeah, owning a house for my first time with things going wrong with it and everything. So many times I've wanted to pick up the phone and call my dad, and you can't. So
That's heavy.
yeah, it's brutal sometimes. I mean, I still have their phone number saved in my phone and everything. And of course, my nephew the other day sent me a video of my mom hula hooping at a Christmas thing, trying to hula hoop at 80. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I saved it. I didn't have it, and I'm glad he sent it to me. But there's just things you don't think about at the time.
And it's hard to think about those things.
You know, when you talk about like, because my dad was really into cars and everything, and you talk about motorcycle racing and things like that. And I've seen some things, and you just would love to have a video and send it to them, or tell them your experience, because my dad knew how I was a huge Tigers fan, and he was in the hospital, and I had tickets for the final games for the Tigers and the Marlins down in Miami. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. I'm going to be here. And he's like, you're fucking going. He goes, don't worry about me. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm like, you sure? And he goes, yeah, go. And the guy who I was supposed to go with ghosted me. Straight guy.
Yeah.
Ghosted me.
Before you guys went?
Yeah. And I went by myself. I flew down to Miami, rented a car, stayed at a beautiful hotel. Went to the 2 Marlins Tigers games. It was incredible. And just enjoyed myself. Came back, showed my dad the pictures and everything. He was still in the hospital. But yeah, I mean, you have to take advantage of things when you can. Like listening, like you went to Colorado, go snowboarding and work or whatever you were doing there. I mean, that's awesome. I've been to Snowmass.
That's where I was at.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You like it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was the most one of the most incredible experiences, because senior year in high school, half my friends, we were huge partiers. Huge. Half my friends rented a motorhome.
Oh shit.
And drove to Fort Lauderdale, because that's what you do your senior year, spring break. And the other half, me, Chad, or no, not Chad, me, Paul, David, Matt, we went out and stayed at this beautiful condo in Snowmass and skied for a week. And I've never experienced riding on the gondola for 2 hours and then skiing all day long, instead of like Boyne or Crystal Mountain or Sugarloaf. These are resorts here where you spend all day on the chairlift.
Right.
3 minutes getting down the hill.
Right.
And then 15 minutes on the chairlift. 3 minutes getting down the hill. And that doesn't include the line.
Waiting in line,
to get on the chairlift. Freezing your ass off up in the air.
Yeah, it was nice, man.
Snowman. I mean, we did Black Diamonds, but you don't even need to do that. You can just... And then the little stops on the way down, take a little break, have a hot chocolate or a toddy or,
Yeah. As a guy that's been doing it for a while, though, like, we just kind of get after it. I know. You first starting off, I remember it was like kind of the honeymoon era, like living as like a vacationist or a tourist. You're going, having drinks on the mountain, foods, and then you do that for years, and it's like, all right, you've done all those things. And now it's kind of like a sport now.
Of course.
Like an athlete, like doing a sport.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I tried talking, I started skiing when I was 7.
Really? You still ski?
No, that's the problem.
Come on,
and I can't because of right now I
Your
could.
hip.
Yeah, but I mean, I turned into a dope fiend. All that ended when I was in I started skiing at 7. All that ended when I turned about 18 or 19.
Mm.
And my sister was a phenomenal skier, but she won't. I tried talking her into going. I mean, we were great skiers.
She won't go now either?
No, she's afraid she's going to hurt herself.
I don't blame you.
No.
But at the same token, you'll be out there, like for instance, Snowmass, you'll be on the lift and you get on the lift and there's a mom and or a grandma and grandpa get on the lift.
I want to go.
They're like, how old are you? They're like, oh, we're 73 years old.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
I want to go so bad. The problem is I don't want to have to drop $2,000 on equipment.
Yeah.
And gear and everything.
Yeah.
Now, do they still have the Rosignol reps and everything? And you go and you pop on a pair of the skis.
Yep.
They adjust your binders,
Yep.
and you hit the slopes for a while, and then you
Still
drop the
can do
ski.
that.
Yeah,
You can do rentals.
or rent them.
Yeah.
Or just rent them. Right?
It is. It does fucking cost a lot.
It's like
though.
golf. It's like everything to go to start a sport.
I would say like getting on the golf course, you pay like $50 at a nicer place. Out there, to get on the resort, you're paying $250
to ski for the day. But here's the thing: it's like even going to Cedar Point, okay, and you get the fast pass. It's $250, everything together. That doesn't include food or anything else.
Yeah,
and you're
but that's different. At least, and everybody has their own difference. Like for that, I feel like it's more justifiable.
What, Cedar Point?
Yeah, because you're paying for fucking
to get right in.
Yeah, and you're paying these big machines to flip you around and stuff.
But you don't think paying $250
to sit on a lift? I'm a little biased because I've never paid those prices. I've always had the season pass.
Oh,
and it was
there is
always
a difference.
Free for me.
And I mean, my dream of growing up was getting certified and becoming a
instructor.
No, not the instructor, but being the guy that saves people's lives.
Oh, mountain safety.
Yeah, and then you could go anywhere and you ski for free when you show them your credentials and you wear your gear. Yes, you're on call immediately, but you can go anywhere you want.
And they get the best skiing
because
they can literally, like where they rope off and like, oh, you can't guys go over there.
Yeah.
Those fuckers can go
anywhere.
But at the same time, I've seen them in action.
Oh,
they're, especially in those big mountain resorts, bro, they're saving, like, without those people out there in the red jackets, they're like, I'm not gonna say like they're like paramedics because they would say they're a little bit more than that, but they're fucking tough people. Yeah, and they're there to save you, bro.
Yeah, they are. And they're also there to enjoy themselves.
Of course they are. Nobody's out there working because like they want to be there and they want to ski.
But yeah, I mean, because that was, those were the kind of dreams I had. I thought, man, I love skiing so much. I could do this. And
I think like that.
You can still be that person and have a normal job.
Yeah.
But when you do travel and you do go ski, it doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
Or snowboard. You see, I've never snowboarded. I can't. It's like a friend of mine, David, he grew up, they have a cottage on the water, and I'm a really good skier, and he's a really good he lives in Vermont now, and he still skis, but he was an amazing water skier.
Wow.
And
that's like a dying sport, I feel like.
I tried water skiing.
You did it?
Yeah.
That shit looks impossible.
It's the weirdest thing. You think it would translate from being a good skier to being a good water skier. And for me, it did not translate. It's like art, right? When you see someone, when I used to see him when we were younger get pulled up, and then he'd drop one ski and he'd be on one ski, just whoosh, just floating, it just would blow my mind.
It has to be similar to like riding like powder, like deep snow.
That's what I'm saying. You think, and I'm good in powder. Do you know what I mean?
He said I'm good in powder.
But you are a snowboarder. So once you get up, I would assume you would be good at water skiing. For me, I have a hard time making, it's easier to make a right than a left. All right. Same with like skateboarding. Can you skateboard? Yeah, fuck off.
I can do everything. I'm gonna take a bathroom. I gotta take a bathroom break.
I think we need to wrap it up.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah. Can we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you gotta go?
I have things to do and it's noon. We've been here 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah. An hour and a half.
What kind of things do you have to do?
Anyway, I have personal things I have to do. My phone, my watch has been blowing up. I got 7 messages. Oh my God.
All right. We'll end it right there.
But I loved it. Can we do it again?
Of course.
All right.
I feel like we didn't even get into the good stuff.
No, we haven't got into anything. And I think we should both host and bring someone else in the middle and we can grill them.
You might need to start your own show, bro.
Yeah, I think I might.
You should.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to tread on your show.
Bro, there's room for everybody out there.
I loved it though.
You should do your own show.
Your dog, everything. You were okay.
I could do better.
Yeah.
But we didn't even get into like some of the good stuff that I know we got to get into.
Okay, let's do it again. We can do it again in a week.
In a week?
Yeah.
I mean, it took like 3 months to get you on here.
This is different now. I'm working my normal schedule now. We can do this on a regular basis.
And now you're not scared? It's
no,
not that
everything's good. I forgot the camera was even on.
The lights kind of intimidated you
It's
at
nice
first.
to look at you too. I mean, that helps.
I'm not the worst person.
No, not at all.
But yeah, we can wrap it up. Robert, appreciate you for being on here and sharing
Noah.
with us a little bit about the
Well, maybe you should have like a list.
the good old days.
Fuck.
You're getting blown up. So thank you guys for watching. Peace out.